Thank you, Susie. During this morning, DeDe Doran, good morning.
Good morning, Cam.
Good to see you. I saw you last night.
Yes. A fun event last night, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was the Amateur Arts quarterly networking event.
Yeah, exactly.
Down at Bella Grace in Sutter Creek.
Bella Grace Tasting Room.
Yes.
And if you haven't been to that location, the building is gorgeous. You know, it's an old home that's, of course, turned into a business. And the decorations, weren't they fabulous last night?
Yeah, absolutely. And the art that was shown there really caught Tennille's eye. It's a stitching
Tapestry.
Tapestry. That's what they call it.
And Angie Olmstead, who's fairly new in our county, a couple of years, I believe, is just a wonderful artist. And she was our featured artist last night. And she's taken to doing something new. She paints scenery. And from her painting, she transforms it to I don't do tapestry, so my language might not be, but it's needlework.
Right.
And so she transfers her picture to the canvas, draws and paints it on the canvas by color, and then she stitches it. And so it's like you are getting an original piece of artwork that is tapestry instead of the original painting.
Right.
And I think what she's also doing is it can be a 2-for-1. I mean, you can have the original painting that she made the tapestry from. So it's very talented. And Joe Bellamy was there last night playing on the grand piano, and that was quite fun as well.
Just a good time. So every quarter they hold one of these events. You don't have to be a member. It is $5 for non-members, free to members to attend. Come to the next one. And you
can join. You can join when you come. And one of the things most people don't realize about being a member of Amador Arts is there are no meetings to attend, just a lot of fun things to do, right?
That's my kind of group.
And of course, the proceeds goes to such a great use. A lot of it for arts and education, but other things to bring art to the people in our county.
Here to talk about a couple of events. Every Saturday, or the one Saturday out of the month, actually.
Right. First Saturday of every month.
What's it called? It's called the Art Trek.
Art Trek. And this was started in the summertime by Al and Lois Herrick, who own Hanford Street Gallery. And it was his idea to contact all of the galleries in our county and also Moke Hill because it's so close. So the first Saturday of every month, each of these 9 galleries has a new show hanging, featuring whatever they choose to feature art-wise for the month. Most of them have opening receptions, and not all of them do it every single month, but of course the gallery is open. But it's to bring attention to art in our county for all of us to enjoy, and as well as to help when we have our tourists up here, to have something enjoyable for them to do and know actually. So there's actually a card, a nice handout brochure card that lists all the galleries.
Then each of the galleries are able to let their mailing lists know that it's going to be coming up and kind of work all together.
And Amador Arts does the publicity for it. Penny West, who's part of our, works for us part-time, does many things, but she does all our publicity, and she also writes the publicity for Art Trek for Saturday every month as our way of helping to promote art in our county. So this Saturday, of course, is the first Saturday of December.
Hey.
And so that's exactly what we're talking about. And I wanted to put particular focus this morning on Hanford Street Gallery for the wonderful reason that Al and Lois Herrick months ago approached Amador Arts and asked us if we would like to put together the show. Contact the artists that we chose to contact and select the pieces, and they would hang the show. They would work the gallery like they always do. It's their gallery, but the proceeds are being split between the artists, the gallery, and us. And of course, that's a donation to the arts and will again help us further our mission. And it was a lot of fun. I was not as involved in this particular project, although I would have loved to. I will be volunteering working one day at the gallery, and that'll be my first experience doing that. But many of our most well-known local artists, fine artists, are in the show, and the focus of it is gift giving. Of course, you can give a gift to yourself, too, but gift giving, all the way from as low as $1 for original art bookmarks up to a high of $125. And there are a lot of items in there well under the $125. I was looking some unique ironwork, I guess you could call them trivets, but they're so pretty I'd hate to put a pot or a platter on top of them and cover them up, but for only $25. Each one of them is unique and very different. So anyway, there's a lot of very interesting and many different types of art, painting and ceramics, jewelry.
Can you tell us who the artists that are participating?
Yes, and I always hate to do this because I leave some people out, but primarily they were the artists that participated in Art by the Inch this summer, which included Pam Sharp, Julie Trail, Can I cheat here a little bit? Ted Smith, Lucy Hackett, and Sue Sparks.
Okay.
Bruce Bishanti, Judy Day, Sharon Galligan, Laura Lee Rose, Angie Hughes, Barbara Wells, and Angie Olmstead that we were talking about earlier that was focused last night. So it's quite a variety of artists and work.
Yeah, and Angie's work last night was just amazing. Tennille actually said she wasn't really ever into tapestry, but when she looked at the work last night, she was...
Well, that's how I felt about it,
really
actually.
appealing to her.
I think most people think of tapestry as being very old-fashioned and Victorian and flowers and that type of thing, but this looks like a painting.
Great. Well, DeDe, thanks for coming in the studio. AmateurArts.org, if anybody has any information they'd like to find out.
Absolutely. All the details about everything we do.
Great.
Thank you, Kim.
Thanks for coming in. We're going to switch it over to Susie Miller.